How's it going, fellas, and welcome to the channel where I kick back, relax, and teach you guys how to play NBA 2K22, because in this video I'm going to be teaching you guys how to make the perfect Mycareer build. No park, no wreck, just a build to help you easily win Mycareer games. So if you're struggling to win games, score points, and win championships, this is everything that you need. Everything that I use when it comes to being a point guard in NBA 2K22's Mycareer. So over the next few minutes I'm going to be teaching you what height, what weight, wingspan, pie charts, defense, and everything in between. So if you like that sort of stuff, don't forget to leave a like, hit the subscribe button, and comment down below anything that you need to know when it comes to the builder in NBA 2K22, current gen or next gen. Leave it all in the comments below. But anyway guys, I've talked and raved long enough, let's get into it. So the first thing I want to talk about is height, weight, and wingspan. Let's start with the height. Height is so important in the Mycareer compared to online. You don't want to be too tall. You don't want to be too short though. You want to be able to shoot, dunk, and pass the ball, because that's what's fun in the Mycareer. Scoring points, setting up players, and driving to the basket with some success. So you can do it all when it comes to the offensive side of the court. So you want to be between 6'2" and 6'4". You will lose a little bit of speed, but will make up that speed later. Being 6'2" or taller gives you the ability to drive to the basket, which makes up for it, because in Mycareer not every player has 95 speed, and you have the ability to get around them so much easier with that added speed. We will get more speed later with some pie charts, but you want to be at least 6'2" or taller. My point guard build, fellas, is 6'4". He still has speed, he can shoot, he can drive to the basket. You've seen it in my videos, in the gameplay that you're watching right now. I have the ability to shoot, I'm fast, I can drive to the basket. I have so many more points on next gen, so I have a 92 driving dunk instead of using the pie charts like what they do on current gen, and I don't even have any good dunk animations yet, and I'm still getting to the basket so easy, because it is important that you do have a bit of height. And as I said, I'm 6'4". Weight is easy, fellas. You want to be as skinny as possible, whether on next gen or current gen, it does not matter. And you want to leave the wingspan around the same. You can go 1 or 2 down or 1 or 2 up, but you want to leave it around the same. You want the ability to be able to steal the ball when it's in the passing lane, and you want to still be able to shoot, because for some reason when you have longer wingspans it does make it harder to shoot just with the animation. Shorter wingspans do make it easier to shoot with certain animation. So the next thing I want to talk about is current gen pie charts. I just want to say, fellas, I don't really play current gen all that much anymore, but I use this pie chart system for a lot of years, and I do have a few things that you might want to do before making a build on current gen by just selecting a certain pie chart. Green and yellow is the pie chart to go for, fellas. Maybe blue and yellow if you can shoot on a low 3-point rating, but just to be safe, just to be certain that you can shoot, because Mycareer is bad when you can't shoot. Why bother with the Mycareer if you can't shoot at all? So just go with the green and yellow pie chart, fellas, if you're unsure whether you're a good shooter or not, just to be safe, because there's nothing worse than finally getting all your 3-point rating to 70 or 60 and then you still can't shoot. So having it at least 80 or higher, like I'll talk about a bit later, helps a ton. So when it comes to the physicals pie chart, you want to have as much speed and acceleration as possible. Vertical can help too, to be honest, fellas, but trust me when I say this, you want to be as fast as possible while still being 6'4". So having this pie chart with the most speed and the most acceleration is a must. So the next thing I want to talk about is defense isn't that important in Mycareer. It's all about offense, fellas. We want to be able to shoot, dunk, and dribble, so we need to give up something, and that's defense. If you're playing online, defense matters, but in the Mycareer you can really get away with not having that much defense. You don't really need it, fellas. On next gen you just want perimeter defense as high as possible, and on current gen you just want perimeter defense and lateral quickness as high as possible. Other than that, you don't really need anything else. So the last thing I want to talk about before I end the video is just a few things that you need as high as possible. You want driving layup and driving dunk as high as possible. If you do go with the green and yellow pie chart, put it up as high as possible, fellas. But if you are on next gen, you do want driving dunk and layup at least 80 or higher, and the shot close at least 50. This will help for standing under the basket when you get the rebound, or you get under the basket and you're standing still and just want to throw up an easy shot. If you have it on 25, you'll just get contested time and time and time again, and they'll never go in. And it's kind of a joke, fellas, because they just just never ever go in. And you're an NBA player, you know what I mean? Standing under the ring, just throwing up a shot or anywhere inside the paint, you won't make it. It'll either be contested or swatted out of the stadium, fellas. Just trust me, you do want this at shot close 50 at the minimum. So the next thing I want to talk about is shooting on current gen. You want 85 free ball and at least an 80 mid-range. If you are a better shooter than most people, you can get away with 60, but for the most part, most players will need at least an 85 to get consistent greens in the Mycareer. Look, not everybody's a knockdown shooter. Some players are new and casual, and that's alright. So you don't want to have a too high a three-pointer because that'll waste so many points, but having at least 80 or 85 helps a ton. I only have 83 ball and I'm shooting threes left, right and center. But the one thing that I do wish I did with my build is give him a little bit of free throw. I've only got a 25 free throw and it is really hard to make free throws this year. So you want to go with at least 50 or 60 just to be safe and consistent when shooting free throws, because you are going to be driving to the basket and drawing a lot of contact, which results in free throws. And there's been a few games on the line when I needed to shoot free throws and I bricked them. So now let's talk dribbling. Dribbling is important. You need to have at least 86 ball control to get speed boosting animations, fellas. And it makes it so much easier to get open with these animations and these speed boosting abilities out of dribbling animations. Yeah, you can throw your speed with ball as high as you want, but if you don't have 86 ball control, it doesn't matter. You'll do slow dribble animations. You'll get bumped a lot of the time because you don't get the explosive speed boost out of animation. So it helps a ton just having ball control at 86. You want speed with ball as high as possible, fellas. You want to be as fast as possible with the ball, and then you want your pass accuracy to be at least 80 or 90. This is the thing that I didn't do, and it hurts my character so much. I think I've only got a pass accuracy of like 70 and I can't make standard passes at times. It has gotten a bit better now that I've got bullet passer on silver, but just to be safe, fellas, 80 or 90 for pass accuracy is a must. So like I said before, defense on current gen, you want perimeter defense and lateral quickness as high as possible. Nothing else. Don't worry about steals. Don't worry about interior defense. Don't worry about blocks. Nothing. Use that on other things. You don't need defense other than perimeter defense on next gen and perimeter defense and lateral quickness on current gen. That's all you need when it comes to defense. But when it comes to physicals, for next gen, you want speed and acceleration plus stamina as high as possible. If you do have any points left over, you can throw a few points on vertical, but other than that, you just want to go with speed, acceleration and stamina, fellas. And the last thing I want to talk about before I end the video is just a few final thoughts. And I make this build every year. I can shoot, I can pass, I can dribble, I can dunk. It's the funnest way to play Mycareer in my opinion. I don't want to be a lockdown defender in the Mycareer. I want to score points. I want to shoot deep threes, dunk on people, and that's what makes it fun for me. You know what I mean, fellas? This build will take it to a whole new level when it comes to next gen because you do have the ability to shoot, drive, dribble, and everything in between. I can do everything that I want to do when I have the ball in my hands. But anyway, guys, I've talked and raved long enough. If you do like these raves, tips, tricks, whatever you want to call them, don't forget to leave a like, hit the subscribe button, and comment down below all your thoughts and opinions when it comes to the builders in NBA 2K22 current gen or next gen. Leave it all in the comments below, and anything that you're struggling with when it comes to making a build in NBA 2K22. But anyway, guys, I've talked and raved long enough. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you later.